Hey, girl, episode 7 of Only Friends. What in the hell was that? This episode felt very different compared to the other episodes. We start this episode off with Ray getting into a car accident, and of course, Sand being right there to save the day. And we meet Ray's dad for the first time. The conversation between Ray and his dad, I see both of their points, and both of them are valid for their feelings. He's probably not the best towards Ray, but also, Ray, you are a grown man and you high-key are annoying as hell. And this probably isn't the first time that Ray has gotten into either an accident or gotten into trouble for like drinking. And if the whole thing with Ray's mom having a drinking problem and drinking herself to death is the case, then his dad probably is reminded of that, and that might be a big reason why his dad don't mess with him like that. The real question is, what the hell did Ray's dad ask Sand to do? I'm thinking like his dad is gonna ask Sand to help him get Ray to stop drinking. Help me help him get arrested so he can go to rehab and get help, because we know that Sand wants Ray to get help for his addictions. He's said it multiple times, and while he's taking care of him, because Ray messed his arm up, Sand is like, you can't drink and you can't smoke until your arm is better. And then him even saying like, oh, you're addicted to me now too, more than like the alcohol or whatever. So like, Sand is very aware of Ray's issues, and he wants to help him with those issues. And I feel like to help Ray, I feel like Sand would do probably almost anything. Mew, girl, Mew is acting and looking real different. He got that LASIK, he got a new haircut. Girl, now he's rocking a chain. Like, the colors of his outfits are way darker than what they were in the beginning. And obviously, I'm sure that is supposed to symbolize that, like, he's in his villain era. The outfits is eating, though. Like, he looked good. He's shaking and moving real different. Because, girl, that switch up was real quick. Granted, Mew, your feelings are valid because you were just betrayed by your best friend and your boyfriend. Then it's your first boyfriend, and girl, you was in love. Girl, you got LASIK for this man. Okay, my eyebrows are doing their own thing, and we're just gonna let them. So the way that Mew was shaking and moving in this episode, girl, the way that it was so easy for him to get into a little character, to get to Gap, to get to that damn video of Boston. Also, Gap, why do you have that damn many videos? And also, Mew didn't delete the video. He just made a copy of the video. So I feel like that video is gonna come back. Mew did threaten Gap with legal action, so I don't know if Gap is gonna be the one, but Mew did not delete the video. And while he did give Boston the flash drive, Mew got the video on his phone. So I feel like this video was gonna come back in some way. But yeah, also Boston still feeling like he didn't do anything wrong, because the way that he pulled up on the squad and was just like, oh, he thought he was about to pop up, they was gonna yell at him, get everything out of the way, and then just go back to being besties is crazy. Like, this man is really thinking like, I didn't even do nothing that bad. Like, this man all about, I just borrowed him for a second. What's the big deal? You can't borrow your best friend's boyfriend and think that there will not be repercussions for your actions, sir. Girl, that fight, girl, why did Mew jump in that damn pool after Boston like that? Because also, when Mew came to his house and was like, oh, I'm gonna show your dad this short film, yada yada yada, I'm gonna expose you, whatever, This man was on his knees and he still didn't apologize. He is about to ruin your father's career, your father's reputation, and you still are not gonna apologize for what you did. Like, there's no way that Boston thinks that he really did anything wrong. Like, I feel like Boston really thinks like he didn't do anything that bad and everybody else is overreacting. He just seems so shocked that everybody's reacting the way that they are. And it's like, sir, are you not aware of what you have done? Clearly doesn't have like legit emotional attachments to anybody, because then he all about some don't leak the video for the sake of our friendship. Which, Mew, you was valid for being like, oh, was you thinking about our friendship when you slept with my man? Because high key, I don't think you really been thinking about friendship the whole damn time, because you still haven't apologized to him. You haven't apologized to Ray. Like, Boston, you have been causing a ruckus. You have been running amok every single episode and you ain't apologized for a damn thing. Mew is not playing games with anybody in this episode, because the way that Top came to his apartment to like apologize and he burned one of the like sketches that Top gave him, I truly think that Top and Mew will end up getting back together. I think Mew is just trying to prove a point that he is the one who is in control, because again, I feel like that's Mew's whole thing. He is going to get back with Top, but he's going to get back with Top his way. He has Top right where he wants him emotionally, because we see that all Top cares about now is getting back with Mew. And then even when Top like came to give Mew like the books, like Top looks, the secondhand embarrassment I got when Top showed up, and I was just like, girl, please. Like, Top, you're embarrassing yourself. Top was embarrassing himself the entire episode, high key. And I think that is what that is what Mew wants. Mew is trying to show everybody, Top, but he's trying to show everybody, I am not one to be played with, okay? I'm in control. I am the boss. What I want to happen is what's gonna happen. And he's literally showing that. And nobody can see the master manipulator. Low-key, I think Boston might. Even though Boston rightfully deserved what he was getting, because, sir, the way you be shaking and moving is not it, babe. Honestly, everybody got on my nerves this episode. Low-key, all the characters, y'all are all annoying, because what the fuck are y'all doing? With Sand, his whole situation from the last episode is just backfired and blew up in his face. Number one, why did you have to steal the audio? I feel like Nick would have just gave it to you. Nick, let's talk about Nick, because Nick, you pissed me off this episode too. I mean, you've been pissing me off, because I need you to get the fuck up and realize that Boston don't want you like that. You never took the freaking wiretap out of this man's car. Why did you never take it out of his car? Especially when you told somebody about it. Granted, you thought you could trust Sand. I don't know why any of y'all think y'all can trust each other, because y'all have not shown that y'all are a trustworthy bunch. And then not you getting mad at Sand because he stole from you. Talking about, oh, I can't live with a thief. Sir, what is going on up here? He stole an audio recording that you obtained illegally by wiretapping a car that did not belong to you. Sir, you just as crazy as everybody else. Hello, you wiretapped this man's car and you have an audio recording. The call is coming from inside of the house. And then Nick being like, you don't have to be his number one. Bitch, what? Talking about he was almost there to caring about him or loving him or something. Girl, no, he wasn't. He was telling you what you wanted to hear so that you wouldn't leave, because you're his favorite, babes. And then Sam being like, oh, I understand exactly how you feel. Yeah, because of Sand's situation with Ray, Sand knows that Mew is Ray's number one. It's been thrown in his face time and time again because Ray will ditch Sand for Mew at the drop of a dime. He's done it multiple times. Now, what Sand did not bank on is how him trying to get revenge on Top would indirectly mess up the little situation that he was trying to create with his man Ray. Because now Mew, part 2 of his little plan, Ray is now the rebound. Mew has been telling Top, oh, you don't have to worry about Ray. You don't have to worry about Ray. Top was always like, this is your best friend, but your best friend is in love with you. Do I need to worry about Ray? You need to quit being friends with him. Top has always been worried about Ray. And Mew constantly told him, oh, you don't have to worry about him. You don't have to worry about him. Of course, Mew is going to use Ray to get back at Top. This is the guy that you've literally been telling him not to worry about. And as soon as y'all break up, who do you run to? Who do you start dating? Girl, it's all a part of the plan. And high key, I feel like Ray, there's no way this man is not going to be aware that he's being used. But I feel like he's going to be okay with it because he finally gets to see what it feels like to be with Mew in a romantic way. So I feel like he's not gonna care about being used. But also what I don't like, because in the preview for the next episode, Sand was like mingling with somebody else and Ray gonna come up in between them talking about, hey, what you over here doing? Oh, I can have feelings for more than one person. Bitch. Ew. Everybody is pissing me off because why are y'all acting like this? In that scene with Nick and Boston, when Boston goes to confront Nick at the store, I could barely watch that. I was so embarrassed because Nicholas, get up. I still have a feeling that Boston and Nick are gonna somehow end up back in their little situationship because the entire squad is icing Boston out. Who does he have to turn to? He's gonna turn to Nick. Girl, episode 7 just pissed me off. The ending, when I tell you I wanted to book a flight to Thailand and be like, GMM, what the fuck is this? Mew and Ray, who asked for that? You could have kept that. That's not what we wanted. So I need this to only last for like half of the next episode, not even the whole thing, because no thanks. And then they got us feeling bad for Top. So I feel like Top's redemption arc is coming up and Top and Mew are gonna get back together. But yeah, I think those are all my thoughts on episode 7. So let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. Let's chat it up and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.